Welcome to Our Jewish Roots.
From the beginning, our Creator revealed His will to the common man. Individuals who listened to His call and responded in obedience. The Lord faithfully intervenes with His divine deliverance.
In this program, deliverance comes through a beauty contest. And the winner is Esther, as it says in the text, chapter 2, verse 17 of the book that bears her name. Now the king loved Esther more than all the other women. And by the way, there were others trying for the job. So he placed the royal crown upon her head and made her queen. And thus began a very interesting drama, one that we're going to explore as we consider deliverance, how it came through a woman named Esther. There's a story here where Jews found themselves between a literal rock and a hard place. Haman used his influence to set in motion that which would result in the destruction of all the Jews in the empire. And that's an age-old story, by the way. People have been wanting to wipe out Jews for a long time. I think it's spiritual more than material, and I say that because pound for pound, look, we have our scoundrels, but the Jews were really not a bad lot. And if someone's guilty, they get arrested like everyone else and have to answer for their crimes, but Jews really do tend to be decent. Despite all that, door to door, from generation to generation, people try and kill us. And so it is Jews celebrate this story, not because it's good news for the Jews, but it's a reminder that God raises up a deliverer. And I say that because unbeknownst to Haman, the new queen, the woman in charge, she was a Hebrew. Mordecai sends words and said, "Hun, listen, maybe, just maybe, you've got to step up and weigh in on this to turn this around." And this is where you get in the story, maybe this woman was chosen for such a time as this. At first she was reluctant, but then she stepped up. And though she wasn't supposed to go to the king, unless she was invited, she said, "Look, I'm going to do it." And in chapter 4, verse 16, she says, "Listen, I'm going to go to the king, even though it's not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish. I mean, if he wipes me out because I violated a principle, so be it. But I'm going to step into the gap." When we look at deliverance, we see that God raises up a person. You wouldn't expect that person to be the person, but the fact that they exist, it means everything. Not everyone understands it. For some, Jesus was just some Jewish Palestinian who died 2,000 years ago, and some myth circulated about his resurrection subsequent to that. He doesn't mean something to them. But Jesus, the Jewish personality, means something to me, and I hope he means something to you. The gospel's not some insignificant story. It's a turnaround story. And Yeshua came to facilitate a great redemption, not so much political, but definitely spiritual and personal for people like me and you.
Divine deliverance.